you a Merry Brickmas. We wish you a Merry Brickmas.
Today's ride leads us into heights, trolls, and old church bells. I had to give up pedaling and just push the bike up the hill, and even that was hard. I really need an electric bike. This is Jelshøj. At 128 meters above sea level, it's the highest point near Aarhus. An ancient burial mound, never excavated, makes you wonder even more. What could be down there? No one really knows what lies beneath, but according to old legends, 3 kings are buried here. One story tells of a giant, Svend, who drank from a magic horn and gained the strength of 12 men. He helped a troll defeat a mountain troll from Borum Eshøj. It's myth and mystery, woven into the land. At the top stands a granite marker, a geodetic point, placed in 1873 as part of the national triangulation of Denmark. The inscription on the stone says that this stone, and the ground around it, within about 2 meters, is protected. Lighting fires on or near it is strictly forbidden. There are around 300 of these stones scattered across Denmark, all protected historical landmarks. They were once essential for mapping the country. But today, we no longer rely on these old triangulation points. We've moved on to GPS. As we continue to the place we mentioned earlier, Borum Eshøj, home of the mountain troll said to have battled the troll from Jelshøj. It's one of the largest burial mounds in Denmark, with nearby mounds, stone circles, and even a reconstructed longhouse. During the 19th century, the mound was heavily excavated, and large areas were opened in search of the old graves and burial chambers. Massive amounts of soil were removed during the excavation, so what we see today is just a shadow of what was once one of Denmark's largest burial mounds. But what is it with all the trolls in old Danish stories? In Denmark and across the north, they were known as trolde and jætter. Every hill, every mound, said to have been formed by a troll, a stone thrown in rage, a handful of earth dropped in sorrow. But according to legend, Christianity angered the trolls. The sound of church bells drove them into a rage, and they hurled stones at the churches. Many of those stones are still scattered across the landscape. And just a side note, in my hometown Næstved, there's a hill called Munkebakken, where a large troll statue stands. Legend says the troll was so angry at the sound of church bells that he filled a sack with sand to bury the town. But the sack had a hole, and as he walked, the sand spilled out, forming Mogenstrup Ridge and Munkebakken. When he saw the sack was nearly empty, he flew into a rage and turned to stone. The word troll didn't always mean monster. It wasn't about how they looked. It was about what they were. Untamed, mysterious. Only later did stories and religion turn them into monsters. And speaking of bells, their story is just as strange. According to official history, during wars many countries removed their bells because they were large pieces of bronze that could be melted into weapons. After the wars, cheaper replacements often appeared. Thin and nothing like the old ones. It makes you wonder if something older was being dismantled